Friday I went to Promenade Mall, which is just north of Toronto as well. And by that already I was getting messages from the security guard from even another mall saying that exactly what I just told you, that the management told them specifically do not engage with anyone in the food court because it's bad for our publicity. Okay? Obviously it has nothing to do with any virus, there's no pandemic, this is all about publicity, right? So it just goes to show this is, BS as we've been saying from day one. But it took coordinated action. Right? It didn't take thousands of people. It didn't even take hundreds of people. It took, 5 people, 6 people one place, 10 people in another place, and we did it coordinated. Now, who would like to do something like that here in Vancouver? Right? And this is what we're going to be organizing. So for today, I brought obviously my favorite exemption education flyers that we've been distributing since last year. Again, we distribute over 300,000 of these across Canada, and you guys did the work, obviously, and thank you for doing that. And this is a BC version, which has BC human rights on it. And I brought probably, I'm gonna say maybe 10,000 there, because I think each stack is about 20 to 100, so I think there's 5 stacks or something like that. So for today, the plan of action, some people are gonna go into this mall right here, some people go to a different mall, but I would like to have a teams of people going to SkyTrain. And we're actually going to take a SkyTrain in different directions, so we'll figure out before going in who's going to go to which direction. And this is what I do when I go on a SkyTrain. I just walk each cart and I just give this to people. And I'm being polite, I smile, and I offer it. I don't push it, I don't engage with them, I just do it like this. Now if somebody doesn't take it, I say no problem, thank you, have a good day. If somebody takes it, I'm like, okay, great, have a good day. That's it. That's all you do. And you just keep moving. Because imagine, now we do this for like a few days, how much less masks are you going to see in SkyTrain? Of course, right? People don't know there's exemptions, thank you. And people don't know there's actually real issues. There's actually now, I think yesterday the article came out finally showing a bunch of studies. I think there's like 30 studies that showing that masks not effective, and there's like another 30 studies showing how dangerous and damaging they are. And again, we've been saying this literally from the beginning. Like the first version of this flyer, we printed in June of 2020. Right, so it's been over a year we've been distributing real facts. So stay healthy, buddy, drive safe. So this is the mindset for Wednesday work activist gatherings, right? And again, we're doing this all across the country, and people watching, please organize. It's very simple. It's every city hall, every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Okay? Because the activist work has to happen during the work days. It cannot happen on a weekend when it's convenient for you. We cannot get our freedoms back on a convenient schedule. It doesn't work like that. It just does not. So we have to understand the importance, the urgency, and this is what I say to people now. The window for us to do something is right now. Meaning that they're obviously rolling out stages of this agenda, right? So the stage that we're at right now, we actually can still change the course. The actions that we're all taking right now, we can actually change the course of a destination that we're all heading to. However, at a certain time, the stage of agenda is going to be so that no matter what we do, we're not going to be able to change the course. That's why the sense of urgency is now. The window to do something is right now. And it's closing very fast, so we have to be very active, and they're coordinated, and they're strategic and efficient. And on that note, we have to be smart about it. And I'll make 2 examples. For example, in Toronto, in Promenade Mall, that is on Friday, when we were still kind of challenging the mandates in terms of eating in a food court, I came late because I was coming from Toronto Police Headquarters, where I walked in and I talked to the officers there, and I told them this is not the place for you to come and enforce this segregation policy, because it actually creates public safety concerns. Because an officer coming to the food court, because I'm eating the food and he's armed and I'm already stressed out, nothing good gonna come out of it. I know I'm in my rights, and this can go sideways very fast. But when I went to Promenade Mall, people already were there. Unfortunately, some people kind of got engaged a little bit with security guards, right? So they already were guarding the entrance. They had like 3 security guards. There was like 7 to 8 of us. So no problem. We went to the back of the food court. We ordered our food, and then I kind of huddled the people. And I'm like, instead of going to the front entrance of the food court and trying to push our way into the seating area, This section here in the back is just guarded with yellow tape. So all we do is we just step over the yellow tape and we sit down. So that was a smart way to go about it. We did not need to create initial altercation and standoff where we could easily just go from a different side and sit down. You know, stepping over yellow tape, you're not breaking any rules, okay? But that was the smart way to go about it. For example, on Saturday at the Dundas Square when we were holding the protest, a few people decided to storm the Eaton Center. That was completely unnecessary. They had like 20 security guards on the inside, they had about 20 police officers on the outside, and it's just stupid trying to storm something like that. Would it be much better just go from a different entrance, go inside and do whatever you have to do? And regardless of anything, we already cleared Eaton Center 3 days before that, right? So that's why I'm saying we have to be smart how we go about doing these kind of things. And if you haven't seen yet, yesterday we went to the gym. Before that we went to the Vancouver police headquarters, and there's the videos of that on Wheel Essential and myself, so you can check that out. I'm not gonna take time right now discussing it, you can look yourself. But long story short, at the Fitness World, initially they had 4 armed police officers to come to escort me because I came to train my legs. And then by the end there was 8 in total, armed men, because I wanted to go train in the gym. Right? So, but the point is, I could have easily stand my ground to the end and being handcuffed and then dragged out, but I chose not to do it because that was not the point. The point was to challenge the system, to hold the stand as long as possible, and then strategically get whatever information we need, because now the Fitness World is going to get my lawsuit or whatever. I'm going to go, and then all those officers, I have them on camera, right? They're not engaging in a productive and efficient way. They definitely were not there for any reasons. Again, there was no crimes against happening in Vancouver, right? The Hastings Springs was completely empty, right? Like there was nobody doing anything illegal in Hastings Springs, because that's why we had 8 armed police officers for 1 guy training legs at the gym, right? So obviously I didn't have time to go today to follow up, but that's on my agenda for tomorrow. But that's the actions that we all can take. You know, it's not just about me or Chris Sky saving our country. It's all of you guys doing whatever you can every day, making a difference. And like I just said, with example in Toronto, it didn't take thousands of people. It took a few. And we have that already. So going back to, again, these flyers, I know this is one of the ways how we can get more people on our side, we can wake more people up. So for the next couple of Wednesdays, please be prepared. When you come here afterwards, we're gonna go into the community distributing those flyers and getting more people waking up, getting more people to take off the masks, right? Thank you. And that's it, and that's a mindset for the Wednesdays City Hall rallies. The last 2 things about that is, if they do escalate, you know, whatever the restrictions, and people can really maybe advertise the protest, whatever, it doesn't matter. We know already every Wednesday, no matter what, we don't need to organize it. I'm not the organizer, Samantha's not the organizer, Marie's not the organizer. This is our rally. And by the way, this is your rally too, okay? This is not our rally, guys. We're coming here as a community, okay? People are welcome to share whatever resources, whatever knowledge they have, as long as it's constructive and productive, not just talking about things, right? And then we take an action right after, right? That's the mindset for Wednesday, activist work Wednesday kind of thing, okay? And then if we do shut down the communication, whatever, doesn't matter, still we know. All across the country, every Wednesday at 1 p.m., you can find your tribe. That's the mindset for Wednesday, 1 p.m., no matter what, okay? And of course, we have so many other rallies. This week is full on schedule with like 5 more different events. But no matter what, Wednesday, rain or shine, we have to come together here and do our part to impact community in a positive way. Sounds great? I love it. Thank you, guys.